One of them was wearing a red hat. Not just any hat, but a Make America Great Again hat.
Oh my goodness.
It's not every day you hear about a $450 tip, but that's exactly what happened to Rosalind at the cafe where she works. And you won't believe the reason why. Meet Jason.
You know what's insane to me? Having a $450 tip. And what people don't understand is that money like that is really life-changing. Especially if, let's say, you're behind on a car payment or you're behind on a bill or lights are about to be turned off. That can really change your life. And one thing I hate what people do. They try to downplay certain professions. When people get mad at a drive-through window with the person helping them, they'll say, well, that's why you work so-and-so. That's why you work here. Go ahead and blah, blah, blah. I genuinely dislike that. Because what that person is doing, they're coming out here and working a job or they're working something just so they can, maybe they like the job or maybe they're trying to provide for their family and they're actually doing something productive in society rather than doing something illegal so they can make some money. Regardless of what they want to do, they're out here doing what they have to do. So something like this, where you're just helping another person who's helping you, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. But if you don't know, what's going on in this video is a Trump supporter wrote a note on a check for his waitress, and this check, or the note specifically, had her break into tears after she read it. Happy tears. So let's continue, and I hope you enjoy this video.
A dentist from Texas. He was in Washington, D.C. on a chilly Monday. Jason and his pals decided to grab a bite to eat at Busboys and Poets, a restaurant known for its love of political activism. Rosalind, who is 25 years old and works part-time, happened to be working that day. Now here's where the story gets interesting. Jason and his friends were a bit worn out when they walked into the restaurant. You see, one of them was wearing a red hat. Not just any hat, but a Make America Great Again hat.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I know a hat like that probably triggered a lot of people, so it makes sense. Okay, it makes sense that someone would be triggered from this hat because people are naturally just triggered from these type of things. In my opinion, it's a hat, but I can see how bad this can go for him just based off of how society is or how society was for the past few years. So let's go.
Rosalind, who just so happened to be their server, didn't judge them based on their hats or anything else. Instead, she greeted them with a big smile and made them feel right at home. Jason said, we interacted like regular human beings. What we look like or our beliefs didn't matter. Before leaving, Jason did something extraordinary. He left Rosalind a whopping $450 tip on their $72.60 bill. Along with the tip, Jason left a note that said, we may come from different cultures and may even disagree on certain issues, but if everyone would share their smile and kindness like you, we all would be in a better place. Rosalind was completely surprised by Jason's generosity.
That's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. And something that I've noticed is that people try to demonize other people based off of their political beliefs. And there's a few reasons why I think that is completely unfair and why that's completely wrong. And the first reason is that we all are from different places and we all have different backgrounds. Regardless of your race, regardless of your gender, we may have just grown up in a different city. We may have just grown up under different circumstances, which will naturally affect the way that you vote. It will naturally affect your values. You may be a different religion than I am. So something that simple will literally determine who you see fit as a better political candidate. It has nothing to do with your morals necessarily. Of course, morals can come into play. Of course it can, but all in all, or most of the time, your political choice doesn't directly correlate with your moral standpoint. But what people like to do in society, they like to see a Trump supporter or even a conservative Republican and just naturally assume that person is immoral or on a lower moral standing than you are, which to me doesn't even make sense. And this doesn't even have to do with my personal beliefs. My personal beliefs or political beliefs shouldn't affect the way I see your political beliefs. It doesn't even make sense. We may just value different things. It can really be that simple. So that's a beautiful thing.
She said, the note was extremely touching and unexpected. And then, of course, the biggest part was definitely the amount of the tip he left. She believes their interaction was about much more than what most other people would think, outward appearances or views on things. While other people may see it just from a superficial outward view, Rosalind says it's more about two people having an authentic, beautiful moment. Their story quickly spread after busboys and poets shared the receipt online. Jason, being the humble guy he is, said, I'm extremely humbled by all this. It's not about me or her. I just want people to take the example and stop and think a little bit before they judge people on all sides. It's not.
Yeah, that was very good, man. That was very good. And that was very thoughtful. That was very... and it's crazy that this type of story even goes viral because, yes, people who support Trump or conservatives are still human. They are still... that's a crazy thing to say. They're still human. It doesn't... Politics just takes over people's minds sometimes, and we forget that we're all the human race. We're all human. We all go through struggles. We all go through challenges. We all have insecurities. We all face problems in life. We all cry. We all smile. We're all people. But if you have any suggestions for me, comment down below.